Ooh wee! Welcome back to the FOH podcast. Shit.
What's happening? What up? What up?
We made it back.
Somehow or another, we made it.
I don't know. Where you been?
Man, the eggnog had me. Had to switch up my drink.
So what's that? Rum and eggnog instead of eggnog and rum?
Oh shit. No more eggnog, no more eggnog. If you drink it, eggnog is spoiled. Those days is over. Welcome to the FOH podcast, y'all. You already know how it go. If you don't, then let me remind you. We are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You know, we took a little Christmas break for a moment. You know, let everybody enjoy themselves. So we'll be waiting for everybody to show up in the chat in a moment. That's our live studio audience, as you could, consider such things under these, circumstances. It's a good thing, no? Hope everybody, and did you enjoy yourselves? How about that? How about we start there?
No idea. It was a blessing. I gotta say that.
Can't hear you.
I said everything was a blessing, brother.
Everything was a blessing.
I can't complain. I mean, I was here to see another day. I got a few presents, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
So
what's your favorite gift that you got?
You need to do you really need to know? I will put it up as a background, but I think one person gonna be mad if I put that up. So I'm gonna leave it be tonight.
We
keep it subtle tonight.
Okay. Big luck.
I'm gonna say it again. Fuck the holiday. I'm not a holiday dude. Never was. I don't think I ever will be. So fuck Christmas. Fuck Thanksgiving. And fuck New Year's. Bar humbug, motherfucker.
You can't diss the baby Jesus birthday.
Well, first of all, Jesus wasn't born in the winter months. So
hey, that ain't what Christmas is about.
That's not what Christmas is about.
I know. So let me get this straight since we're going there. So you saying that Santa came down a chimney in the manger, right? With a bunch of reindeer.
I ain't never slid down a chimney.
And said, Jesus, here's your Christmas presents. Is that what happened?
Santa Claus, damn it.
Oh my God.
So you said Santa Claus came to Jesus and gave him presents.
I didn't exist yet.
Exactly. And I'm pretty sure that Santa Claus never existed. Spoiler alert.
Right here.
Spoiler alert, kid. All right, Santa Prahphet. Well, thank you for the Christmas code. Thank you for the Christmas code and the swap me socks for Christmas. Thank you.
Ain't nothing wrong with some swap me socks. The gift
unless they come from the Broadway swap me.
Here we go.
I don't know. Broadway swap me?
Yeah, this is like the dustiest socks ever.
I don't know why that's not ringing a bell right now. It's so strange.
That's bad.
Probably because you ain't been there since you was a kid, if you ever been there at all.
Right.
Broadway swap me. Where's that at?
Manchester and Broadway.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll go to that one.
Yeah, that's the spot you go to where you want to get shot at to get a t-shirt real quick.
Man, let me get to the chat.
Yeah, let's go.
Before we start talking about gunshots and shit.
You go to where you want to get shot at.
Everybody say what's up to Rosalind. Before we start talking about
what's up, Roz?
Here we go with Rosalind. What's up?
Hey, what's up to Samuel?
What's up, Sam?
That's G. What's going on, man?
He said, "Why ain't this baby Jesus?"
I'm gonna need you to get the fuck off the air. Nobody did Jesus. There you go. Nobody did Jesus. I just said that Santa Claus did not bring Jesus any presents when he was born. I don't remember them talking about reindeer in the Bible.
Oh no! See,
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
listen,
Here
it's
we
a
go.
tradition here on the show. We forget. Before we get into all of this, we got to throw somebody out. That's why we named it the Fuck Out of Here podcast. I'm just playing. That ain't how. Well, it is kind of why we named it.
That's how it goes. Let's throw a motherfucker out.
Something like that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's about that time. We got to do it at the beginning. And this is the beginning. So let's go. This ain't even the first time, okay? I've thrown this particular person out. We got repeat offenders, you know what I'm saying? We got them.
Yeah, we do.
We're gonna put us a wall of shame up somewhere, you know what I'm saying? But somebody's got to be the example for everybody else to know what not to do. I'm not gonna get all philosophical about the circumstances of shit, but I will say, for everyone else's sake, right? Just like the pilot and everybody else on that airplane felt about Lil Pump on the plane doing things that we will talk about in a moment and refusing to wear his mask.
Fuck out of here.
How the hell you ain't gonna wear your mask on the airplane, man? But we gonna get into all of that. We just have to throw him out real quick. Lil Pump. Come on, man. You didn't even vote. You didn't even vote.
You're not even registered to vote.
Ain't even couldn't vote if he wanted to.
Ain't even registered to vote.
Can't even vote. He's standing with the president talking shit. And now he then went to all these rallies and want to get on the airplane with no mask. He got on the airplane and took a mask. Like I said, we'll get into the details later. I just want to bring that up real quick. We're going to keep it busting, though. You know what I'm saying? I like to start the shit off with a bang since it ain't Firewater Friday. Boom. We started off like this as a little rhyme and reason. Okay. Let's get into a little social media history. So y'all might want to, check your brain real quick. Start looking at old shit from like, what was it, like 2013 or 14? It might have started. Either way. Tyrese had like the craziest fucking 4 years in a row on social media, if y'all can recall. Okay.
Yeah.
He went from being like a social media guru out of nowhere. It was just like all about Tyrese sitting in his car just getting his guru on. He was like a super life coach. He amassed a ridiculous amount of followers during that time. And during that time, y'all remember this shit? And look, I'm going to tell you why you can see Luck Teeth over there. We know. I mean, I don't know him that well like that, but we all grew up. It's Watts, you know what I'm saying? So it hit home, it hit close to home, you know what I'm saying? But either way, Tyrese was sliding to Dubai. Y'all remember that shit? He was hanging with royalty. He was popping off major roles in more than one franchise, if I recall correctly. Around that time, he was, showing off his butler next to his golden tables and toilets and shit over there. And, he put a life-size Optimus Prime on his fucking front lawn. Y'all remember that shit? What do they call it? The home association people and shit told her you got it. Nah, hell no. You can't just have a fucking transformer standing on your grass. So he put that big shit in his house. Then we found out because we saw he had to show it in his house. He didn't say, look, I got a Benny Hanna. Got Benny Hanna's backyard. I mean, Tyrese was just shining, right? At that same time, if y'all recall, he dropped a line of fucking cars. You remember that shit? He dropped a Jeep.
Right.
A monster truck, street legal ATV Jeep and shit with Voltron motors, if I remember correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He formed a fucking group with Genuine and Tank.
Yeah.
He was doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Right. They fell out. It was like an R and beef. After that, everybody laughed at Genuine when he was having his issues. You know, when he was doing the live single, they was doing it either way. I ain't gonna get into all of that shit. I'm just trying to run it back so we can have a little context. You know, I ain't nobody to judge, so I ain't gonna talk about Genuine. But Tyrese was having hella clout. You know, it was starting to feel like he was sipping a Coca-Cola, getting ready to do a song with the Brat again. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Tyrese. Then The Rock said, because The Rock say shit, and when he say some shit, everybody listen. The Rock says, and then everybody go, what? All right? The Rock said, I'm about to do Hobbs and Shaw on the side, a side story. And Tyrese started crying about child support and shit. Just go back and look at it. I don't know. Let me check the chat real quick. Yeah. I missed a few comments here. Say what's up to David Lopez in the building. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is. That's G Hippie. That G Hippie. He said Gucci gang.
I'm going to have to cut off Mr. Lopez from the show. He must be doing the same Molly as this motherfucker.
You gotta be.
Please do, because this is the only way the mature folks hear about him. Other than that silence. Yeah, that's real. I heard that. So let me finish what I'm saying here. Now y'all in the vibe of that time, right? With Tyrese, right?
Yeah.
He was crying. I'm not gonna play none of the videos and none of that stuff because it's funny, but it ain't funny at the same time because crazy shit happens when people get famous in Hollywood and shit, you know? Crazy shit. You know, Martin Lawrence went running in a fat suit. Remember that shit from the Big Mama house and shit and blacked out, then it died in the heat.
Yeah.
People do some stuff, man.
Yep.
People do some stuff. Either way, this was Tyrese. So I'm almost there.
Almost.
Right? So he was offended. He thought it was about to go, you know, crazy on him as far as the Fast and Furious franchise and other shit. I think it was other shit going on. Either way, like I said, Hollywood does things to people. Did some shit to Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Tyrese and Kanye was talking about they was broke and needed some money from other celebrities and shit. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, Christ.
So all this time and all this stuff was happening. Let me tell you what was on my mind. I was wondering what in the world is Tyrese's wife doing right now while he's on the internet fucking wilding out. Jada Pinkett and Will Smith hitting him up, telling him don't do no more videos, please. We'll give you money. It was crazy. It was crazy. What's up, homie? Either way, I wondered, you know, what was going on with that, with his wife. What was she doing? What was she thinking? You know?
Right.
And so I say all that to say that I guess when the smoke cleared, they separated. So yeah, Tyrese announced recently that he's getting a divorce. I think they got married just before all the craziness began. Mr. Prahphet said Tyrese was doing way too much this whole year. See, it kept going. It was going for a while, y'all. Goodness gracious.
Well,
so I don't know what y'all think about that. Did y'all think about that part, or what did y'all focus on?
Well, allegedly the crack don't fall too far from the tree. I've had family members that work with his family members. I ain't gonna say who exactly, but and his family member of mine, she was a functioning crackhead, and allegedly so was other people in his family. So, crazy knows crazy, bro. I wouldn't be surprised. And then, the thing about it is you're gonna show off Transformers and big monster Jeeps and go to Dubai and then cry that you broke and ask people for money. I mean, come on, bro. The ignorance there is just amazing to me. Like, if you're broke and you're complaining about your wife and this and that, bro, then you shouldn't do some of the shit you do. Honestly.
There it is.
Mr. Prahphet said his wife said, fuck it.
I mean, I would have said fuck it too. Shit.
Understood.
But honestly, though, dude, I don't think Hollywood make people crazy. I think that the lifestyle you live make you crazy because there's celebrities out there that do movies, make money. You don't even see them. How often do you see Denzel Washington do an interview?
Facts.
How often do you see Denzel Washington going crazy on camera or any of that? You don't. So some people just need to know how to hold their composure, or get some life counseling. I think you need to get some life counseling if you're about to be famous. I think you need to go in there and just, hey, I think I'm about to go nuts.
Right.
Can I get some counseling to prevent me from acting an ass on camera and making myself look like a fucking fool?
And on that note, y'all, it's time for Trippy Timeline. Ooh-wee. Yes, I have much to talk about as far as the Trippy Timeline that we're going to bring to y'all this evening. I don't even know where to start. It's been so much shit backed up. I might run this a few episodes deep. Let me just check the chat. Rosalind J says, some can take fame, others let fame take them.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Just like money. Different people, different circumstances, different results.
There you go.
So, who used to watch House of Cards with Kevin Spacey? Was it just me?
I don't know, man. Kevin Spacey always kind of weirded me out a little bit. He kind of freaked me out a little bit. Even before the allegations and all the stuff he went through.
You didn't
like that type of dude. He was like that dude that said, I got some candy, come sit on my lap type shit. So
well, let me tell you this.
Allegedly. I really couldn't get into, Kevin Spacey movies and shit like that, But I mean,
American Beauty.
Really? That was the tell-all movie right there that gave it away. Exactly. That was the movie that gave it away.
This is the reason why these are the things that go on in Hollywood, and some comedian says this shit. But either way, and you get locked up when you're 80 years old. So I really enjoyed House of Cards. It was something to watch. You'd expect wonderful performances from the cast that they had on there. We ain't gonna talk about the show though. It's long gone. They ruined it for me. It was just kind of crazy that right before it ended, where his character was going was ultimately who he had been in reality the entire time, like Luck was saying. Damn it, Kevin Spacey. One more season, please. Damn. Fucked it. Either way, Me Too movement got his ass. I don't know. You know, they seen him hitting the corner and they said, "Get over here!" And that was the end of the show. Inch High, did you watch it?
Nah, I really didn't get into it.
Okay. Well, that's just a segue into this in particular. Real life. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems Alexander Wang has been accused of the same shit. Got Bill Cosby hemmed up.
Oh, no.
Wow. You can't do shit no more, can you? Nothing. You can't do nothing.
They already said his age. You know, when they start saying your age and shit, you know exactly.
You already know.
That means you're about to do some time or do some settlements if you're lucky. But they start saying your age and shit every time they mention you. It's the beginning of the end.
You know what? I'm so sick of this shit, bro. Honestly, I'm so sick of this shit. Next thing you know, they're going to drag historical figures back into the mix. They're going to be like, Jesus this and Jesus that. You know what I'm saying? What about Alexander the Great? And what about, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. I mean, this social media shit and people with allegations and saying shit. How come you didn't say this shit then? Why you got to wait 20 years now to say this shit?
I'll tell you something. I'll give you something. So that it doesn't seem exactly the same as Bill Cosby. Because the only thing that was the same is the drugging. Okay. There was drugging involved. I read a lot of, you know, what people had to say. You know, it's pretty messed up. You know, a lot of gentlemen. It really hit Twitter, and you can go on there and you can see people just telling stories about Alexander Wang. We don't know if they're fact or fiction, but these are people that are basically coming out and saying they were drugged with MDMA and sexually abused at recent events. Then all the older shit started coming up. 2013, 2014, at this event, he drugged me and my homeboys, and we couldn't move, and he just started grabbing our crotches and all this shit.
First of all, you and your homeboys get crotch raped? Come on, bro.
All of them models. All of them are models.
I'm sorry.
Sometimes, you know, life is like a book because books reflect reality. And so when people have last names like Wiener and Wang and shit like that, that type of shit sometimes is fulfilled in reality.
What? Can I ask you a question, sir? A serious question.
Here we come.
It's coming. You hear the rumors about these motherfuckers in Hollywood, and I'm pretty sure that the rumors go around that this motherfucker's a crotch grabber and a nut guzzler. Honestly, why would you even take that chance knowing that you heard these rumors a million times from a million different people? And I'm pretty sure that the rumors has been out there. So why would you put yourself in that position in the first place? You know what I'm saying?
I got to say like this. If you look at all the different people from Bill Cosby down to Wang, they had no fucking idea except for what's homegirl name, the actress, the one from Curb Your Enthusiasm and all that shit. She admitted it in a sense that, you know, she's just throwing her shit in the, you know, throwing her hook in the water and shit. But ultimately, most people, it was like a tennis player and some shit. These motherfuckers ain't never been around Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time. They ain't heard shit. All they heard is Dr. Huxtable, you know? And with Alexander Wang, you know, I've been in the modeling industry as far as women that I knew that modeled. And I would go to, you know, to the shoots and shit like that. And, yeah. All of those, not all of them. A lot of those photographers are in a position, you know, where, you know, they put women in these positions. They in a position of power. The only way you're going to get the magazine cover and all this type of shit is this type of shit, you know, and those are different, right? From people who just everybody's drinking in a room, and this crazy motherfucker sitting just waiting for it to take effect.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
And these people like 17, 18, 19 years old, they don't know. This is their first time drinking and all of this shit. So, you know, you can consider that. I don't know exactly. I'm just saying this is a possibility.
Man, some scary shit, bro, that you got a creepy motherfucker in the corner twirling his fingers. Talking about, I can't wait for the first victim.
Doing the lotion hands and shit.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he doing the Birdman. He rubbing his hands. He ready. You know what I'm saying?
Did you say the Birdman?
Yeah, he doing the Birdman. He rubbing his hands. He ready to rob you for your loot. You know what I'm saying? You know, allegedly. You know, so I'm just saying, like, it's some scary shit, bro. It's some scary shit, and it makes you wonder about a lot of shit. You know, I remember, even though it's a fucked up scenario, that Michael Jackson's father used to be there, everything where his boys was, like, every little scenario, wherever it was a party, wherever there was an event, he was there overseeing and watching his boys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And even though he allegedly abused them, he didn't want them to be abused by the industry. You know, he didn't want them to be taken for their money or abused by other adults. So he was there and overshadowed their life, which I'm saying that you shouldn't do. You know, you should give them a little freedom. But yeah, I understand. You know, but that's some creepy shit that you got a motherfucker in the corner ready to, you know, molest you. You know, grown men, little kids, whatever the case may be. So yeah, that's a sick motherfucker to work that hard to get that famous just so he can molest motherfuckers.
A lot of people, a lot of people ain't never been called out too. You know, the especially in the 80s, all those 80s kids, child actors. Yeah. They said they were getting passed around at producer parties and shit like that, coke lines and shit. But you know, goodness gracious, just watch your children, people.
Man, for real.
More Trippy Timeline. Got to protect the kids. They get older and people say, fuck them. You're an adult. That ain't fair.
No. I mean, you need to at least need to warn your kids, you know, about the do's and the don'ts. You know, even if their kids may not listen, you know, I swear, you know, I try to, you know, beat that in my son's brain about life, you know, and things of that nature, you know. And even though right now he's going through puberty and he's smelling himself a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I still try to instill that in him because I don't want him to go through the same rough experiences I went through as a kid, you know, even as an adult. So you try to warn him to say, hey, you don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go through that, you know. So yeah, so it's important. Very important.
I'll tell you what else is important. Wearing your mask on an airplane. Goodness. Damn.
Hell no.
Come on. So I told y'all at the beginning of the episode that Lil Pump, he on the airplane, he's smelling himself. And he like this mask in the way of completely smelling my fucking self. So he took it off and refused to put it back on, y'all. Not only did he refuse to put it back on, I know this is kind of frivolous, but shit, it's important. People are dying. You know what? Before I even get all into this, because I have to use certain words, I see the comment section starting to light up, and I don't want to start sounding funny and y'all think I hit my head earlier today and start making up shit. So this is what I have for you before I get into this today. This segment might contain some stuttering, loose use of the English language, possibly made up words such as the Doe Kid Pirates or Benovid 18 +1 due to corporate censoring and information suppression about a certain Van Mehmet. We hope that you can read between the lines if need be, and we thank you for watching the Fuck Out of Here podcast. Because they're going to be censoring my ass.
I like how you did that, sir. That was
you know, I gotta inform everybody.
Yeah, that's right. Way to do it. That's nice. Do it, brother.
Right. By the way, Big Luck, G Hippie says Gucci Gang.
we go wind up shooting the, you know what I'm saying?
Look, G Hippie, my boy, but I'm gonna think you have to delete his whole verse off the music video.
Hey, can
So
we
Lil Pump.
We're gonna call him G Pump.
G Hippie. Goodness. So Lil Pump been drinking the Kool-Aid.
A lot. He's been drinking the Kool-Aid since his career.
Gucci Gang Kool-Aid, right? He's protesting not wearing the mask for the protection. I don't know if I can say that. Either way, if the shit gets muted, it'll be for about 15 minutes. We apologize in advance.
Well, I'm gonna say it.
Word.
I'm gonna say it. Yeah, I'm gonna say Budweiser 21. He trying to protect himself from Budweiser 21.
I really don't understand where you feel like, how you feel. It doesn't matter. And so everybody else got to take the same gamble that you want to take. That's not how the shit works. I don't even call that drinking the Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? He took off his fucking mask mid-flight, refused to put the shit back on. Then he took his blanket and he started fucking coughing and sneezing the whole damn flight while he's arguing with the flight attendants. The pilot had to call ahead, make sure this motherfucker was going to get escorted off the plane. They couldn't land it over him not wearing the mask. Okay, that wasn't enough reason for them to land the damn airplane, fortunately. But, he been at these rallies. Ain't no telling what he breathing on their damn body. Coughing loud and sneezing loud, fucking with people. So then he gets in his car. He makes an Instagram video screaming and yelling, anti-mask shit. G Hippie said the guy from the music video, though, covering his mouth. My God.
Look,
I don't know, y'all. What do you think? Like, JetBlue banned his ass from ever flying there again.
That's something else.
Right. He said the whole brand gimmick is fictitious. If you could vote for legislation, how about we go there? If you could vote in a law,
we might listen to you.
You can institute a law as people come together. What would you like to see, DJ Inch High, for shit like this? Mind your words.
Number one, he can't even vote. He can't even register to vote. So you have nothing to say. So you need, number one, just sit your ass down and stop messing with the politics, because you can't do shit to change it. You can't do nothing to anything about politics. You don't even have a say. Next thing is not wearing a mask to protect yourself and others. Number one, by yourself, you do what the hell you want to do. You get around people, that's a whole different subject. You need to protect those around you. If you don't give a flying fuck about anybody else, don't go around nobody else.
There you go.
Just keep it simple. Buy yourself a jet, or if you can. I don't even think you can, but buy yourself a private jet and fly by yourself.
Y'all fluff.
Right. So, I mean, he's not the only one, though. I gotta say, he's not even the only one. It's a lot of motherfuckers out there who.
And that's what I asked. What? There's no laws, right?
No,
these are just, kind of courtesy.
Right. No, I think they should just shut when it first happened. I know whose fault it is. I'm not gonna go there, but they should have shut that down automatically. Just bam, shut it down. We ain't going out. We ain't doing nothing. This is how it is gonna be. We wouldn't have the numbers that we have right now.
But guess what, bro? Nobody's listening to that shit. They do got to shut down order. But the thing about it is nobody's giving a fuck at this point, And people say, fuck it, I'll risk it. I'll take the chance. It probably ain't affecting nobody close to home. I know several people that, I'm close to that actually got it. You see what I'm saying? Or asymptomatic from it, So, you just have to be careful, My big ass, even though I may, have shortness of breath and all that bullshit because I'm wearing a mask, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go through that scenario, even taking the chance or affecting the people that I care about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So to protect myself from the bullshit, I'm going to wear a mask. I'm just going to wear a mask, until it's nice and clear.
But they haven't shut it down. They just said they're saying we can't go out. We're on lockdown, but we're not on no freaking lockdown.
Well, nobody's enforcing it. You got police officers are saying fuck it and not enforcing it. Remember, they had a curfew. They still got a curfew in effect right now, and people still out.
When they tried, unfortunately, the way that shit, is, systemic racism and all that shit, you can't have those people the way that they operate, do some simple shit like deal with masks and shit. They was slamming old black people in the subway and shit. It didn't work. They tried it, and all the mayors and shit was just like, stop that shit, stop it. But that's the reason why I said we eventually will get into it. We're not gonna spend the whole show talking about legislation.
Nah, sure not.
We got a little bit of politics that we're gonna talk about, but mainly it's Wicked Wednesday, y'all. Don't forget. Y'all know what we do on Wicked Wednesday, right? If you're new to the show, make sure that you hit the subscription button. It helps us a whole lot. One day we might even have a link to our YouTube page. Shit, wouldn't that be nice?
I know, right?
I had to throw a flag on the play real quick, y'all. Something just came to my mind. I remembered. I had to throw a flag on the play. Okay.
Gotcha.
You know what I heard?
What you heard?
I heard that Drake's era is over. That's what everybody's talking about. The Drake era is over.
Is it?
Oh boy.
It wasn't my era. So I'm asking. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Look, it's been a lot of talk. I read a lot of tweets. I hit up a lot of people and asked. I hit up Drake fans. I did my due diligence. Okay. Some people call it the Lil Wayne era. See, in my research, I learned that. They say, well, the Drake era is the Lil Wayne era as well. They were both very influential. Okay. And probably had the most consistent clout throughout the 2010 decade. Right. So, I get that. I get it. Some people might say that Drake stole his style, though, as far as the influence is concerned. Right. That makes it an era sometimes when you kind of chain, like how Snoop changed it to this G-Funk era. See how it worked with Warren G behind it, and then Dr. Dre putting the adrenaline shot inside of it. So the Drake era, right? Some people say he stole it, his swagger at that point in time of the height of his career from the Migos. Right, because then that style, remember the Versace. You remember that one? Okay, nobody remembers anything that Drake made except for Hotline Bling or some shit. I don't know. I thought he had a lot of hits, but maybe he didn't. Maybe they weren't classics.
No, he had hits, but he took a lot of that stuff from a lot of artists.
He had writers. Either way, I'm not getting into all of that. Sticking to the subject. We're going to get there in a second. It's the reason why there's a flag on the play. I haven't told you yet, right? Because if this is the end of the Drake era, what era has begun, right? This is what they was talking about on the Clubhouse app. Anybody got that shit?
Baby.
Nobody's been invited?
Baby.
Okay. Well, if you have a chance to get invited to the exclusive Clubhouse app where you can get booted the fuck out, and I'm not going to get into all the rules. Either way, some of the artists on there were talking about, no, a lot of people don't know who the fuck Drake or Lil Wayne is. And that's the reason why I want to talk about this shit, because it piqued my interest. I don't get offended by shit. It just piqued my interest and my curiosity. So I'm like, really? Nobody knows Drake or Lil Wayne. I thought that it just, So the artist that was saying this shit, it's a couple of them. One was 18, I looked up. The other one was like 22 or some shit like that. Years old, right? So they don't know shit about the last 35 years. They just getting started, right?
Right.
Now, before I come with the facts and crunch some numbers and shit with y'all, as we do, what do you think about this? Are they telling the truth? Is it a new era again? Is Lil Wayne and Drake fucking invisible to the world now and they never fucking existed? That's what everybody is saying. Is everybody in agreement?
Everybody's saying. I don't think that's
is it a new era? Who's speaking on it?
I'm gonna speak on it for one. I'm gonna need you young generations to stop sniffing whatever the fuck you sniffing. God damn. Like, really? You guys don't watch? I mean, there's too much social media out there, too much television for you to know not to know who these motherfuckers are. I mean, honestly. Now, if you don't listen to their music, okay, that's something different, But if it said this, you just don't know who these people are. Come on, bro. That shit is ridiculous. And I'm old as dirt, and I know who these people are. You know what I'm saying? Just say that you don't listen to their music. That's why the era is over. Y'all listen to some type of different shit. I remember I was playing your music for somebody, and it's like, yeah, that's nice, but he's too clear. I understand everything. It's like you sounded old school, and then he played some shit. He played some shit that it sounded like the dude was chewing on raw top ramen and drinking hot water at the same time. And I'm like, well, that's not music. What the fuck is that?
Chewing on raw top ramen.
Yeah, and drinking hot water at the same time, trying to get that shit to fix it in his mouth. But all I'm saying, bro, is the generation is different, bro. It is. It's different. They don't know what good music is, and so anything that has a cool little beat and a dude saying two words that you might understand is a good song to them.
Hey, bro, those were rubber bands, not noodles.
Regardless of the fact, that's what it sounds like.
Okay. Let me draw upon a little perspective. Let me hit the chat for a second. Rosalind says, these kids need to stop dumbing the music down, please. Goodness gracious. It's an art form, people. Poetry, rhythm and poetry. That's what rap stands for.
No, right? Top ramen and hot water. Top ramen and hot water.
I got
rhythm and ain't got one rhyme.
Rosalind has a good point right there. Okay. But you know what happened is they dumbed down the education. So when they dumb down the education, what do you think it's gonna do to the people?
But come on, bro, how hard is it to rhyme? Really? We learned that in elementary.
Talk.
Well,
I mean, yeah, honestly, but we learned that, and when we was in elementary, words that rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Rat, cat, bat, shit like that. So, I mean, come on, bro, how hard is it?
We're gonna get there. That's a whole nother subject.
Yeah, I know a different subject.
I spent time in a lot of these places too, so I actually could answer that question of the swagger of the language and the lingo and the accent, and then the biting down and all that. Either way, fuck all that shit. That's not what I'm talking about here. I want to talk about some numbers so that we can understand where the hell an 18-year-old or 22-year-old is standing inside of this conversation to say this. Is it just like some disrespectful shit, or is it real? Is you know, what someone else feels, you can't always just say, you know, fuck you because your feeling is a lie. Like that's how they feel if they're being honest. And that's the reason why I want to get into this a little bit. Okay. This is how these young men feel that we're talking about Drake and Lil Wayne. Who the fuck is that? The same way that what's the Lonzo Ball son said Nas, nobody listens to Nas or some shit. But then when you look at his age, like it makes sense. Like, what the fuck does this motherfucker know? Either way, it's 23 years between me and Curtis Blow. Right? I know Curtis Blow's fucking music. I know a gang of Curtis Blow music. I know Melly Mel's music, right?
There you go. Right.
Melly Mel older than Curtis Blow.
Yeah.
Kicked it with Melly Mel.
Grandmaster Flash, the Furious 5.
Right. So that's the ruler that I'm trying to use here, right? Furious 5, shout out. Trying to use this as a ruler so I can understand where they're coming from, right? Give me a second, chat. Right. So I don't want to talk about Marvin Gaye and all that because that's a whole nother story, right?
A whole different.
We were raised differently. So we look back even further. Like, I don't think anybody's like whose kids are watching like cartoons from the 30s or even from the 70s. We watch cartoons was made 1941 and shit.
Yeah.
Grew up on it like it was new. I watched E.T. like that shit was brand new. It been out before I was born. I'm watching that shit like, oh, this new movie is the shit. So either way, kids do that too. But I'm just saying, here's some perspective, right? We talking about just rap alone, right. No other genre. So these artists are 20 years old, right? The artists that I've named are 20 years older than me. So Lil Wayne's 38, right? So that's an 18-year difference between the artists that were saying that nobody knows Lil Wayne. 18-year difference. If that era does not go back fucking 14 years to Drake's age at least, because Drake is younger than Lil Wayne.
Right.
Then the era is losing connection with the fucking ones before them is getting shorter and shorter and shorter.
Exactly.
Maybe because the music that they're making does not have the longevity any fucking way, right? We were just talking about Drake. I don't want to get into whether he made classics or not. That might have a little something to do with why they're saying they don't fucking know Drake and Lil Wayne. I don't know. When you were in high school, you might have been major Master P, Cash Money fans. You know, I knew a lot of people in high school that was just major fans. So let's see where it starts, right? Like I started listening really to rap tough, probably like 10. When I started taking the tape and putting the tape in the shit and hitting play, I was probably about 10, 11. So that's my gauge. Mm-hmm. Yeah, tape. Damn it. Not 8-track. It ain't that old cassette.
See, that's why I know I'm definitely older than you, because when we pulled out the 8-track, you know what I'm saying? You know, we pulled out the 8-track
beta.
When you got in your mama car, you put in that 8-track in that 8-track system. You know what I'm saying?
Get that DAT machine out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's how you did it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
you know, they need to bring 8-track back. Bring back 8-track.
Let me give you the perspective. Them not knowing Drake, right, would be the equivalent of me from those numbers not knowing who the fuck Sugar Free is, Fat Joe, DMX, Redman, Warren G, Scarface, Wu-Tang, Master P, Mystical, Naughty by Nature. You know, even better not having, right, ever heard anything from the 90s. Like, imagine that shit. Like, this is the gauge that I'm getting from him and his people saying nobody knows Lil Wayne or Drake. That would be like me not knowing anything that began in the 90s.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe that's, like I said, I get to it. Give me a second here, right? They start listening to rap around 11 or 12 years old. Let's say they're like me. Even though I think, honestly, a lot of people that I used to meet, because I was rapping at 10, right? A lot of people I knew didn't really mess with rap like that until like 16, 17. You know, couldn't even listen to it in their houses. A lot of them couldn't even listen to it any fucking way. They ain't real motherfucking G's and all that shit. They couldn't listen to that shit. They didn't have the doggy style. They never knew what the hell it was until high school, the last couple of years. So when they said a lot of people don't know who Wayne or Drake is, they were 11 or 12. Nicki Minaj got Best Artist for BET Award, right? Best new artist. You know how they do that shit. The year after that, I believe it was Wiz Khalifa. And 2012, right, was Big Sean. Okay. This is when they would have first, if they were like me, this is when they would have first started listening to music. Let me check the chat.
Oh man, you gonna put that up on the board?
Hold up, man. Hold up. Ashley is laughing, okay. But G Hippie says Big Luck used to ride a dinosaur to school. Question. That shit fucked up. Don't be doing the ageism shit up in here.
Hey, we don't do haterism shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I remember G Hippie.
Listen, y'all see where I'm at though?
Yeah, you used to write your music on a stone tablet.
I understand what you're saying.
That's
bro.
why I said for me, it was 11, 12 years old. Before most people, it might be 16, 17. So I went up to 17. That's the magic hooked number. Hooked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
About 17 is the hooked number, right? And that's 21 Savage.
Okay.
That's Cardi B.
Yep.
Chance the Rapper. That's when they were getting Best New Artist awards, right? Grammy nominations and shit at the dawn of their careers. These guys were that age. So you can kind of see where they may have began that new era at that point in time. And so a lot of radio even has been saying that Drake's era ended 4 years ago. 2016, Drake was irrelevant? Tell me, y'all. What y'all think?
Well, you know what? I think it goes to where we grew up at. We grew up listening to all types of music, you know, and it just never stopped. I think with this generation gap, the music is just not played in the house no more. You know, certain songs, certain music, you know, even when you get a certain age, like I still listen to rap, but I listen to more older shit now. You know, I guess it comes with age. But I still listen to even a lot of update stuff now. One thing I can say is I can't remember the number one mumble rap because I don't listen to it. You know what I mean? So if somebody asked me, you know, who's the best mumble rapper of 2020, I couldn't fucking tell you because I don't listen to the shit. You know, because I don't understand it. So I understand what they getting at because all they listen to is what they know. All they listen to is what they know, you know, but we listen to all types of music, you know, and it's like I said, I've heard a few mumble rap songs and I'll be like, okay, you know, I understood high. That's what he said, high. You know, I understood that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess everybody's different, but it do start from your parents and your uncles and everybody else who played that type of music for you to understand.
I agree. And before I get to DJ Inch High, I just want to say, this is general talk, right? Like for instance, my baby sister-in-law. Well, she ain't a baby no more. She the baby of the family. Either way. She 21 now. But even when I asked her when she was a teenager, so what are you listening to? It's like the wrong fucking question to ask anyway, because that's not how it works for them. It's different. And that shows the generational difference there. because she was like, well, it's all playlists. And this is a long ass time ago. Now everybody knows it's all about curated playlists. But at that time, she said, oh no, I just listen to certain playlists and they played everything. She knew old Tupac and Biggie songs and shit. And that shit would play right along with Ray Shrimmer. Right, and shit like that, you know, and then she had a lot of neo soul vibe. It was all over the place, you know. It was just stuff that she liked, you know, and that was like a new thing at that time, especially for people who weren't already on that tech. You know, how many of y'all out there got a Snapchat? I'm just asking. Chat.
I might have one. You know what I'm saying? I don't even go on it. So I don't even got one.
What's that? Just like I'm saying, what's that? The era of Snapchat, ain't that era over with?
I probably got it because my kid set it up for me.
Well, there you go.
I think I still got a MySpace page somewhere.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I got a Black Planet page.
Black Planet too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know.
It's Wicked Wednesday, y'all.
Something happened to the whistle first time. I had to do a reboot.
Okay, y'all. It's time for more Trippy Timeline. Before I do that, I just want to let everybody know, please like and subscribe, leave a comment. It all helps. It all helps the podcast a great deal. You know, it's almost like donating $5 right now. It's that important, you know, because if I do the advertisement for it, it costs a lot of money. And we're going to get there. But we want to bring y'all with us. We want to get y'all some merchandise. A couple people suggested that we should give away a PlayStation 5 and stuff like that. It's stuff that honestly we can make happen pretty easily. But as far as the consoles, some people said it. The homeboy said, "No, you go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it." No, I got mine. It's straight. It don't smoke. I'm a Halloween baby, y'all. I'm a motherfucking Halloween baby.
Well, just know that we give you the smoking PlayStation. We're not taking it back.
If it's 3 loaves of bread left in the grocery store, the one I grab gonna have 6 booty of the bread inside the loaf. So if it's one left in smoke, I'm gonna end up with it, and that means one of y'all gonna end up with it. So you know, wait till 2021. We do some more giveaways. What you say, Big Luck? Motherfucker keep telling me, stop saying that shit about yourself. You bring it bad to juju on yourself.
Oh my god. Hey, bro. You know what? I can't right now. Oh shit. Anyway.
I be telling people, hey, don't do no illegal shit while I'm standing here. I'm bad luck for that kind of shit. So I tell you, don't do it. Don't do it. He said, I do this all the time. This time you're gonna get caught because I'm here, motherfucker.
Exactly. Do it. That's how karma is. That's my karma. Boy, I could steal a penny and my whole car blow up.
That's why I say I used to be with my homeboys, you know, from the East Coast. You know, they cross the street like it ain't shit. You know, I said, no, don't do that. We don't do that out here.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait. Just come on, man. Just come on. I said, man, it'll be a police. I end up with 10 fucking years jaywalking.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how my luck is, honestly.
Yeah, you know, be like that.
Yes, sir.
So here we go, y'all. We got more Trippy Timeline. Before we get out of here, we only have a moment, but I do want to talk about this because although it's Wicked Wednesday, I love to bring something, positive. So maybe this will be positive. Who else heard about this? Reebok is like, fuck it.
Yeah, I heard.
We Sega Genesis and everybody else is PlayStation, Nintendo, and all that shit. Reebok said no, it's over. Or was it Adidas? I think Reebok is under the Adidas umbrella. Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Who owns Reebok?
I think
Big Luck is a shoe man. So
yeah.
No, they're not under the that umbrella yet. But rumor has it that Master P, an ex-NBA player, is attempted to buy Reebok.
Adidas owns Reebok. Adidas.
Well, it'd be the first black-owned shoe company of that major label, of that major size.
They're trying to pull it off. They're trying to pull it off. Adidas is selling Reebok, basically. They don't want it anymore. It's in the way. It ain't doing enough. And so, like Big Luck was just saying, Master P and Baron Davis, they're looking to make that fucking purchase. $2.4 billion. Now, mind you, in 2019, Adidas did say that Reebok is only worth about 900 and something million. So, they're trying to, get a little bit on top, double it. And some, double 2.5 times, 1.5 times. Either way, somebody else did that. So Master P and the NBA All-Star, Baron Davis, are looking to make that purchase. This means that with the right marketing, because they're sitting here, the shit's in store. Reebok is functioning. It's a very high functioning company. I don't know what's going on with the Van Mimic. You know what I'm saying? It might be affecting the company, but I think it's really all just about marketing and shit like that. And so I think if you take a basketball, you take sports, and you take music, and you take the resources, and you bring them together like they would do at Rucker Park and shit like that, it's a huge deal that nobody else could pull off but these guys.
Yeah.
Black celebrities get together and look at Beats. Beats sold for a lot of money to Apple.
Yeah.
Drake could have just had a shoe just like a G-Unit shoe. Instead, Jimmy Iovine convinced him to, do audio. So this could be huge for Black ownership and for
Reebok.
Yeah, but you know what happened with that, brother? Honestly, when Adidas bought Reebok, they didn't put the resources in Reebok like they do Adidas. It's like when every other big company eat a little company. They don't focus on that. Like Nike owned Converse, you know what I'm saying? And people still buy Chucks to this day, you know what I'm saying? But how much do you see emphasis on a Converse, honestly?
Right.
You don't, because Nike own it. Nike is so big that, you know what I'm saying, that is eat up the little companies. The same with Adidas. Nobody thinks about a Reebok, even though Reebok got some shit. Who all don't have an Allen Iverson or the Reebok Pump or, you know what I'm saying, the classic. Those are some shits back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And it's still a good looking shoe now. So it's the same thing. It's the same principle. I think with these brothers buying Reebok, they can focus on Reebok.
They can rebrand it.
They can focus on it. They can get some major endorsements, some NBA players. They can bring back a lot of different shit. You see what I'm saying? So I hope it's successful, and we need that. So I hope they, it's successful and, you know what I'm saying, they do something great with it and don't let it die out.
Facts. So good luck. Good luck to Master P, Good luck to Baron Davis.
No doubt.
It's about that time, y'all, Hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure that you like and subscribe. If you love it, leave a comment. We want to thank the chat, as always, for hanging out with us. It's a wonderful thing. Hopefully, I got at least one of your comments for everyone up on the screen. I didn't put this one up, but here it is. Samuel said the child support, he was crying like a biatch. Damn. Very
that was harsh
for you to say. And on that note,
we out.
We got to get out of here, and so do you.